Oh, I gotta give you some hell. So,
yeah, let's hear it.
This is funny, Mike. So, me and Cole are pretty good buddies. We're learning. Our friendship's growing.
Yeah.
And I think it was Chase's rookie year. He's on Twitter promoting Chase to be voted most popular driver. This is my last year.
Oh my God.
That's the first race I ever went to. We had a little thing with
I'm
Chase.
like, Cole, what the hell?
What do you do?
Listen, that's like going to Moses and rewriting the 10 Commandments, man. You know Dale Jr.'s racing. You got to vote for him for most popular.
He's got all the votes always. So I knew. I was just talking about that at the race the other day, that somebody when the most popular driver, it's like when you are, and now when in Chase, it's like that stuff gets announced, like, here, voting's open or whatever, and then I think Bubba or somebody tweeted, congrats Chase Elliott, like right when it came out, like he just knows. It's like I
think Cindy put him up to it. His mom.
I can see that.
Yeah, but that was the first. That was, I think it was in Kansas. I think that was the first race I really got to see, and
Kansas.
That's when, yeah.
Well, I
just happened to be out there playing.
Just
something.
random, like that. That was they something. We had some promo deal with. I think Chase is the reason we went to see that. But obviously, dude,
I know,
I was
man.
a
I'm
big
just messing with you.
No, we want an explanation. No, that's why we brought you here.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. But y'all become buddies. Do y'all know when y'all met?
All right, I think I think I sent you a text.
Yeah.
So he has this song, "You Should Be Here," and when I first heard it, I mean, you immediately connect,
For sure.
the comparisons. He lost his dad. I lost my dad. He wrote the song about that. It is absolutely word for word fits anyone who's ever lost their dad. I mean, that song just plugs right in to all the emotions.
Yep.
And I think even after all these years, God, you keep doing things in life. You keep having these milestones, and these things happen, and these people you meet that come into your life, and you want your dad to know them, meet them, see them, experience it.
Yeah.
What the hell would he think about this room, right? Just everything.
Yeah.
And so all the time, that song remains relevant. And but anyways, the first few times I heard it, I was like, holy smokes, it just grabbed you by the heart.
Yep.
And I had to tell him. I was like, look, I mean, he might have, I didn't care whether he was going to receive that well or not or whatever. I was just like, this is hitting me hard, and I need this man that wrote this song to know. And so I reached out, and he's like, damn right, that's exactly why I wrote it. And he was awesome. He was like, and so we started chatting.
Yeah, but to me, it's just, I mean, you said something, you said, those moments in life, and that when we were writing You Should Be Here, there's a lot of songs about losing people and songs that people relate to, but for me, that's the thing about that song is just the moments in life where it's like, man, it'd be a little bit sweeter if they were here to see that. And of course, you got to believe they're watching, they're looking over you. But it's that's why you write songs. That's why I moved to Nashville. I always say I hate that I had to write it, but the stories I've heard and probably the stories you've heard just from people that were fans, and for you to reach out, me being a huge fan, that was one of the coolest things of my career probably is Dale reaching out to me and knowing that. Wow, he's reaching out because of his dad, which my dad was a fan of, and I'm a fan of, and it's just stuff like that, man. You can't make that up. That's as real as it gets.
The other thing I'll say about that song is it's timeless. Like someone could hear it tomorrow, or I continue to hear it years later, and it still fits it's not dated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but
it's understood.
It's relevant. It's as relevant today to me as it was the first time I heard it, and it's one of those songs that you're always happy to hear. When I get in my car, this is the way I listen to music. Everybody does it different. I get in my car and I go to songs on my Apple phone, and I shuffle.
Yeah.
And I just want whatever's coming to come. I got about 6,000 songs on there, and it's just going to play whatever the hell. And so when that one comes, you never skip it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them songs that you just love to hear because it just hits me.
Well, hey, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I love music, and I always say, country music especially. That's always been there for me, and to be on the other side of it now, to be able to write songs, and it might be an unfortunate situation, but it's how we relate to people. It's like, man, we're all the same. We get to live this life, but also to be able to help other people with, and their stories have helped me more than anybody ever knows. I mean, just knowing that you're not alone and feeling like that, you know what I mean? And that's, whether you're a fan of somebody or not, like that's, when I remember when you reached out, it was just like, man, this is, I don't know, but my dad would have, I always say that he'd have left a little early if he'd have known that I was going to write a song thinking of him that would help so many people.
I wanted to give you advice. I mean, I didn't know how to, but I felt like I felt like if you needed some holes closed up in the search for some sort of closure, like I was like, man, I really could help him. I think.
Yes, and see, that's the kind of guy you are, though. That's I think that's why I always say this too. It's like you always wonder why things happen or whatever, but I think we're put in situations, and I think we go through things because there's other people that we care about, or maybe we've never met, that are going to need to talk to somebody. And I honestly, you have to tell yourself that. I think we go through things that are tough because somebody else is going to need to hear about it and how you got through it.
You just recently lost your mother.
Yeah.
What was the situation?
Just she, gosh, I mean, when my parents divorced and I moved over to Terrell County, where I call home, with my mom. She was a single mom, but obviously had a good relationship with my dad as well. But she did everything for me. My grandparents, and just to see all the hell she went through, and to do everything I ever needed, to take care of me, and just she'd been battling bad health for several years, and as tough as it was, everything's different. My dad obviously died of a freak accident, and my mom, it was just she just had been through a lot, and just to know that, man, obviously she's better off now, but it doesn't make you miss them any less. It's I don't know, and I always wonder, having that song and singing that song, You Should Be Here, every night, about my dad, wondering, and that crosses your mind. It's like, when am I going to be singing this about my mom? Like, and thinking about her. And it's just, I don't know. It's been tough, but honestly, being on this tour with Thomas Rhett, and I remember, that weekend after she passed, he was like, hey, he's like, take this weekend off the road. He's like, go to the beach house, do whatever you need to do. And I was like, honestly, she'd want me to be out here and to be able to have fans that support you, and to get out there and be in front of folks like that, around my band, my crew, the people. That is my family, and I'm so thankful to have those folks, because going through things like that, I don't think it's definitely not easy, but it just, man, they make it, a little more bearable, I think, just having people that care about you. And I know she would have, I said that every show since. It was like she would want me out here in front of y'all.
Yeah, but Cole, you sang that song several weeks ago, right after losing your mom. It was a beautiful moment. The crowd joined you. How in the earth did you get through that?
I don't know. I think the crowd, just knowing that they need to hear it just as much as I need to sing it, and that's, it's always been, I don't know. I don't know how I got through it, but I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that they were there. And I honestly, like I said, what am I going to do? Sit at home and be by myself? Like, I want to be around people that love me,
You were the same.
So when I lost Dad's loss was a freak accident. That was it was so freak and so fast, and so you don't even know how to feel.
Yeah.
Watching my mom got cancer and had a slow, it was actually fast, but it was not a sudden, quick shock, right?
So that's something we both have. Yeah.
That messed me up.
Absolutely. I always wonder what would be worse, like a sudden loss or something that is coming, but it doesn't make it. At least you get to tell them bye. That's one thing that at least I got to talk to my mom, and tell her I love her. It's just.
I'll say that, at 47 years old, I turned 47 the 10th of this month.
Yep.
And watching Mom go through that made me terrified of my own mortality. Right. Or how fragile life is.
For sure.
And how, like, man, what do I got left?
Yeah.
Right. And that messed me up for about, I don't even know how long. I mean, I would lay in bed and talk to my wife, Amy, about, how long do I got? how much? Damn, I'm scared, and I don't want to go.
For
thinking
sure.
I might.
And now, I mean, now
She's-
having kids and stuff,
Yeah.
it's just like, man, like what you felt like losing them. It's like I don't think you
I don't
want
want my
anybody
kids
going
to
through
go
that.
through that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and I think that's
what
real
I was.
life, man.
I would lay in bed with her. I'm like, what if Isla has to deal with this when she's in her 20s?
And you don't want her to have. Yeah,
What's
it's
that
like,
going to do to her?
man.
So yeah, I can totally understand wanting to be around. That's when I lost dad and mom. I want to be around everybody.
And that's just
I want people around me because
Absolutely.
if I was by myself, I was going to fall apart,
For sure.
and I was going to have all kinds of terrible thoughts.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
that's exactly how I feel, and it's just, not that I think everybody goes through. Not everybody, but I mean, a lot of people go through it. It's like not having a parent left. That's just a different feeling. It's like, and I know we're grown. It's like, hey, I'm a grown man now. I gotta carry on and do what I got to do. But it's just a weird feeling to not have 38 years of your life with parents and then not anymore.
It's a safety net.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
it's a place where you don't never really go to, but
Yeah.
if you needed to, you could. They would be there. That
Absolutely.
advice and
Exactly.
that advice, I miss the hell out of just wondering what the hell I should have done.
Right.
In every situation. I
For
had to
sure,
make-
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think you kick yourself. You're like, man, but it also makes you realize like you better not take things for granted. I think it takes going through things like that to realize that, man, that you're not gonna have everybody you love forever, and that's why you love people that love you. And I'm very thankful to have the friends I do.
Do you want more of that conversation with Cole Swindell? Well, the Dale Jr. download is available on all major podcast platforms.